I know y'all miss me. I miss y'all too. But I said, hey, let me take a break. Now let me open up with a little story time. So I was up there doing I was going to get the COVID shot, and I said, okay, let me not the vaccine shot, not the COVID shot, the vaccine shot, and I was going to get it yesterday, right? And then sometime I'm like, I don't know. I'm gonna wait till some more people get it before I actually get it. Okay, I'm gonna wait till some of my close friends or family members get it, and if they still kicking and still walking around and still doing good, then I'll go and get it. I'm not gonna get it this early because I was like, whoa, let me wait. Let me wait until some people actually get it that I know, like, hey, I got it and it's good. I'm still moving around. I'm not foaming out the mouth. And yes, because yesterday I was on the list to go get the COVID shot. I was like, okay, let me calm down before I do this. Let me take my time before I actually go get this vaccine shot. Let me wait until everybody else get it. So I was just really sleeping. Okay, I said let me take my time. But we have a full show today. We have a full show. Excuse me. We have some people cleaning up, and y'all hear the noise. Okay. Let me say this. Welcome everybody to the Wiley Show. If this is your first time watching our show, thank you and welcome to our YouTube show. Make sure y'all subscribe. I want to give a special shout out to all the new Derek Jackson subscribers that is over here. Yes. Okay. All right. So okay, let's just get into it. All right, what's gonna be our first topic? Let us see. Let's get into our first topic of the day. The T.S. Madison experience. Okay, let me get my notes. I watched this last night. I was gonna come last night and review it, but I watched the show too late, and I said, "Hey, I'm gonna come the following day and review the show." And we're one of the top bloggers that really cover this show. Okay, but it opens up, Miss Mary in the kitchen, making eggs, and T.S. Madison said, "Hey, I want some of them eggs, and I want some oatmeal." She said, "Okay, boo," and she said she was making some extra eggs like for Chi Chi. She was like, "No, I want them eggs," and them eggs look really good. I love, eggs. Eggs is like my favorite thing. Then she also said in the kitchen that she said today is her birthday, and she had a conversation with her manager. Now, mind you, they're talking about, her going off on social media, dragging the people. Now, mind you, Pam, her PR person, and her manager don't want her like dragging people because Oprah Winfrey doesn't drag nobody, Ellen doesn't drag anybody, and Montel doesn't drag anybody. You just see Ricky Lay dragging nobody. And I want to say this, Maddie, you are an icon. I get it. I do love it when you clap back. Don't get me wrong. When you clap back, I'm here for it all. But you have to understand that you are an icon and that you have been in this business and you're transitioning to a whole nother level. So you can't always come after the bloggers that got something to say because that take you off your throne. So even though I love when you clap back, I think that it is great when you clap back. I don't think that it's good for business when you're trying to market yourself to be on a daytime talk show host. Because I don't see Tamara Hall, clapping back on her platform, going live on her iPad and clapping back. Even though your fans love you for keeping it real, but I don't see yourself, you know what I'm saying, clapping back like that. Okay, let's see. Let's get into this. Then T.S. Madison had a after dark conversation with Tiffany Pollard and asked her, do you want to do it? Do you want to have this conversation? And I think Tiffany Pollard said no because she's in a relationship and her man do not allow her to do a show, the After Dark show, because her man don't want her talking about her love making stuff in the bedroom and stuff like that. So they don't definitely like to do that at all. Okay. Then we have to get into Allegra. They, of course, with T.S. Madison, they having a conversation about about social media. We talked about that. And then Miss Mary said that Miss Mary was getting in, talking about she had a man, he had her shaking and crying, and it felt so good. She was talking about an orgasm. I'm like, go ahead, Miss Mary. Y'all don't know. When new cameras rolling, you don't know what Miss Mary got to say out of her mouth. When new cameras is rolling, baby, Miss Mary be like, listen, the last time a man touched me, it was a man out your father. It was so good. He was sitting in the spot. I started to cry and shake. I said, you better go ahead. Miss Mary, talk about your love making. Who cares if it ain't happened until 30, 40 years ago? Talk about it. So one thing I like about Miss Mary, she keeps, maybe you don't know what Miss Mary gonna say out her mouth. But then they went on to get wigs and for Chi for the After Dark and all of that. And then this is another thing. I love how the manager took, T.S. Madison out to horseback riding. I think that was so great. And how it went back to the chateau, how Oliver, Chi, and Craig were getting ready for the birthday party. And this is what I didn't like for Craig. Craig, I love you. But I didn't like the part that Oliver is working, Chi is working, and Craig is not working. I'm like, Craig, why are you not helping them out, move stuff around, and help do the work? I don't understand that. Everybody else is working. Craig is not working, right? Oliver doing some work. He's picking up stuff, dragging it to the backyard. You see Chi picking up stuff, dragging stuff to the backyard, setting things up, and you see Craig not doing anything. And I'm like, Craig, you could definitely do better for that. But then T.S. Madison, she invited everybody. It was a couple folks that was invited outside, and they, Oliver let it be known, like, hey, we got to talk about it. Craig not doing anything. He said, listen, I was invited as a guest, and I was not invited to do any work. I'm like, come on, Craig, because if you ain't paying Craig no $100, if he ain't getting no coin, Craig ain't gonna do nothing. I'm gonna tell you that right now. If you ain't flying him out or getting him in an Uber and paying for a hotel stay, you can forget about Craig ain't doing nothing. I'm going to say that again, okay? So I just felt like Craig is just really not a team player when he's not getting no coin. I'm like, Craig, you got to be out here working too. You see Oliver out here working, and you see Chi. He gets in that diva mode. And then this just reminds me on the first episode when he's talking about, well, I don't work for Maddie. She don't have enough money to pay me. I just collaborate with her. I'm like, come on now. You do work for Maddie. You will not be on this television show if it wasn't for T.S. Madison. And then I wonder, is that stuff that Gio was talking about, is it real? And I'll go back. Is it because, he was saying some stuff about not Chi. He was saying some stuff about Craig. Then I wonder, is that stuff real? What he was saying about Craig? So I heard that. So how many people in here been watching the show? I've been tweeting. Shout out to T.S. Madison. She's been retweeting my tweets. I am part of the Maddie Mile when it comes to supporting her in this show. I want this show to be very successful. I tweet. And this episode, it was good. I can't wait till they go to Florida. So next episode, they'll be going down to Florida in an RV. I can't wait for that. Oh, I cannot wait for that. But if y'all would get to the argument, go towards the last part of the video. Is that way. But when y'all watch the show, make sure if y'all watching your DVR, make sure y'all tweet Maddie and tweet WeTV. It really helps her in the algorithm with the ratings. So make sure y'all tweet, because every time I watch it live, I always get on my phone and I tweet. Maybe I'll be tweeting. I be tweeting down. I be tweeting up a storm. I be tweet. I be tweeting up a storm, my baby, when I be doing that. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Okay, so it was a great show. Make sure y'all go and check it out. It's I love the show. I think it's great when it comes to hip hop, not hip hop. When it comes to just the culture, I think it's just really great for the culture to see that, and I think that is good that we as people is supporting Maddie and her as a transgender one part of the family. I think is great. Okay. Is she on YouTube? The show is only on WeTV. The show is on WeTV. You have to have cable. You have to have cable on there. You can. It's so many other sites, but you have to have cable to get on there. Okay. You have to have cable. All right. So let's get into the talk drama really quickly. Let's get into the talk. Okay, so let's talk about it. Sherry Osborne is out at the talk after allegations of misconduct and racism. Show returns April 12th. So let's get into it. Her exit comes, and this is really crazy, right? And I'm glad that they're getting rid of her because first of all, I'm glad they get rid of her. Then another reason I'm like, no, don't get rid of her. Let her stay. Let her have these conversations. It's great for the ratings. But she's leaving because of racism and then also sexist comments and then homophobic comments and all of that. And then of course her, coming at Sharia coming at her co-host, drag her, tell her, hey, if you want to cry, don't cry now because I should be the one that's crying. She said, if you want to cry, don't cry now because I should be the one to cry. That's gonna stick in my head. But they said the events of March 10th broadcast were upsetting to everyone involved, including the audience watching at home. As part of our review, we concluded that Sherry's behavior towards her co-host during the March 10th episode did not align with our values for a respectful workplace. We also did not find any evidence that CBS executives orchestrated the discussion or blindsided any other hosts. At the same time, we acknowledge the network and studio teams, as well as the showrunners, are accountable for what happened during the broadcast. And if it was clear that the co-host was not properly prepared by the staff for a complex, sensitive discussion, including race. During the week hiatus, we are coordinating workshop listening sessions and training about this what gets me when they talk about to have inclusion and cultural awareness for the hosts, producers, and crew. Going forward, we are identifying plans to enhance the producing staff and producing procedures to better serve the hosts in production and ultimately our viewers. After 11 seasons, Osborne was the last original talk co-host to remain on the series. So that is it for her. Do I think it's done for her career? No. She's going to have a job in the UK. Maybe her and her friend that she was defending will do something in the UK. But bye bye. You did all that talking, and then finally they let her go because her ways caught up with her. Is I'm shocked that she's getting kicked off the talk? No, I'm not shocked. I'm not surprised. She did all that talking, and she was very aggressive. Like you were defending a racist, and she didn't know she was. Tell me, can you educate me about what I'm doing? Tell me what was so racist. Just tell me. Oh, don't you cry. If anybody should be crying, it should be me. And I don't want you to think that we are checking. Oh no, y'all on. It's out of the bag now. And then she was crying. It was a hot mess. But guess what? I was here for it because I was laughing at it all because I rarely go watch the talk. I'm the View type of guy. I watch the View. So I rarely go and watch the talk. So you best believe I will be watching the talk when it comes back on. Okay. Yes, she bullied Cheryl. Yes. Okay. Uh and she did it because her skin color. Child, is y'all shocked that she's off the talk? Let me know. If y'all press one, if you shocked that they kicked her off, press two, you glad that she's off, that Osborne is off the show. Press two if you're glad. Press one, you're shocked. Let me know in the comments what y'all got to say. Press two that you're shocked. Press two that you're glad. You're glad that you're on press two. You're glad. Press one that you're shocked. Oh, okay. Let's see. Oh my gosh, y'all is something else. Child, y'all is something. Okay, press two, you go. Okay. All right. Well, bye-bye, bye-bye, bye-bye. You did all that defending, now you got to go. You did all that defending, and now you got to go. Let's talk about the podcast, Joe Budden podcast. So apparently, it is some drama that's going on with Warrior Mal in this podcast because he was not on they weren't on the recent episode. So a lot of people was like, "What's going on with the podcast?" Now y'all know I do listen to Joe Budden podcast. Sometimes when I tweet Joe Budden, he do retweet us. So we thank him for that. But let's get into the podcast. They are now on the podcast. He was like, "Well, you were going through something, and we it was like a discussion that was had. I'm hearing that it was an argument that was had, and all of that. Some people are alleging that they was not get any type of money with the Patreon deal, and they're mad because they didn't get any coins over that. Some people is alleging that they wasn't getting any money over that. I just think that they was just going through something. You know, a group of people in a podcast. You have disagreements, and sometimes you fall out. Would you not never see them on the podcast? No, I think you would see them on the podcast. Is they needed on the podcast? Absolutely not. It's the Joe Budden podcast because as long as Joe Budden is on there, the show can continue. They can be replaced. Because don't get me wrong, Rory and Mal is just boring in my humble opinion. I don't see them as a good, if they off the podcast, they off the podcast. Let me be real. That they not needed to be on the podcast. Did I say that right? Because when I tune in, I'm not worried about their opinion. I'm worried about Joe Budden's opinion. So if they off the podcast, baby, they off of it. What do y'all have to say about it as well? If they off of it, baby, they off of it. So I don't see the issue that, you know what I'm saying, with it. It just, obviously I don't. Joe makes the show. Without Joe, is no show. I'm going to say that again. Without Joe Budden, there is no show. That podcast is going to be boring without them. They're a very good addition. They can easily be replaced. I'm gonna say it again. They can easily. I'm not gonna stop listening to the podcast. What was the last view count of the podcast when I'm not on it? Give me a second. Let me go to the YouTube. Give me a second. Let me go to the YouTube. Let me go to the YouTube real quick. And we see what. Okay, they got 913,000 subscribers. The last of the podcast was 317,000 views. 317,000. So they got a lot of views. Okay. All right. So regardless of what y'all want to say, y'all, they ain't gonna be missed. Okay. They're not gonna be missed when it comes to this podcast, and they can easily be replaced. Now, press one if you're gonna watch the podcast without Worry and Mal, or press two. You have to watch it with them. You have to watch it with Warrior Mal. Press one if you cannot watch it without Warrior Mal. Press two, you're gonna watch it if they're on there. Wiley, I think you're wrong. They said Joe is one who's bringing the fire. They said they are replaceable like Beyonce background dancers. Okay, so it's like a split. But I watched because obviously it was a lot of people that watched the last podcast. Now let's see how the views gonna be next week. It was a lot of people that watched the last podcast. That last podcast that's episode 425 got 317,000 views. I'm just saying, got 317,000 views. So I'm just saying, we shall see how this is gonna go. I'll be on the podcast. Let me put my application in to be on the podcast. Give me a second. Okay. Let me put my application in to be on the podcast. What you think? Oh, they said 3 never watch. I never watched it. I just watched the review. While they're good on the show. I don't think you watch a lot of the show. To me, I just go for Joe Budden's opinion. Honestly, I go for Joe Budden's opinion. When I go on the podcast, I go for Joe Budden's opinion. I don't care what they got to say. Okay, they easily to be replaced. Okay, that's all I go for. I just get what Joe said. Now, have I watched like a full-fledged like podcast, a full review of the podcast? No. Well, yes, I have. When he was going against Spotify, and that's when I was caught on the podcast. I will watch full episodes, but I really could not sit and watch a full episode because I'm doing the Wiley Show, so I can't really sit there and watch a full episode of the podcast because I'm doing this show. So that's the reason why I can't sit here and watch a full episode because I'm doing the Wiley Show. That's the reason. Okay, have really got my heart can't take Joe. Oh my gosh, let's go. Let's go to the thing. But the podcast will survive. That's the thing. Press 1 if you think the podcast will survive. Let me know. Press 1 if you think the podcast will survive. Press 1 if you think the podcast will survive this. Okay. All right. Let's get to Lil Nas X. So he got a new video out, you guys. And when I tell you the Christians do not like this new video, because I'm a part of some Christian groups. And so this new video came out, Call Me By Your Name. The official video came out for the song, and it's trending number 2 on YouTube. And it opens up like in a garden, and it was literally giving some biblical like stuff. You know what I'm saying? Open up with a snake. It opens up with a tree, and you see a snake. You see Lil Nas X with a guitar. And then you see look like a alien. Then you see like a tree. Then you see Lil Nas X with the braids. Then you see like the flowers. Did y'all see it? And you see like the alien. Do you see him with like the blue eyes? You see him like kiss like an alien, and you see him going down on the stomach. I'm just listen. I'm just hold up, y'all, before y'all going. Then you see writings on the tree. Give me a second. Then you see it's giving me Hunger Games tea a little bit. It's giving me some of that Hunger Games tea. Like the production was definitely something. And then you see him with chains around him. It's literally giving me Hunger Games a little bit. Some homage to Hunger Games. You see him like flying with the fan. Okay. Then it goes to like people was in the audience, they was like cheering, and then you see him again with chains around his body. Okay. Then you see him going up in the clouds. You see him like his soul is being taken. It look like it's going up into the clouds, and then it looks like he put his red, like it's going on like a stick going all the way down to like hell. And then all the way down to hell, and him like sliding down a pole. I'm just telling y'all this video. Did it's like go all the way down to hell with the hellfire, with the flames, and him on the pole. And then it gets into him, walking through the hell doors. Then it gets into him, whispering in the devil's ear. Then it gets to him actually giving the devil a lap dance, putting his clappers up in the devil's face, and put up, standing up, giving the devil a good old lap dance, whisper in his ear. And then he takes the he touched the devil's head and twisted it and takes up off the devil's head, put it on his head, and then you see the wings like flapping. You see them flapping and all that. And I'm like, you better go ahead, Lil Nas X. You better go ahead. You better go ahead, Lil Nas X. You is actually doing that, child. This man, but let me tell y'all this. I think he's playing with the whole thing that gay's going to hell, and he's playing with the whole thing. Well, I'm gonna dance on the devil. If I'm going to hell, I'm gonna have fun down there. We're gonna have a good time. So you actually see all of that in the world. But I also want to say this: it's a great video. The audio, the visual I'm talking about is just definitely was there. When I look at the different art is just on the point. As a gay artist, he is the best in whomever. Nobody come close to his production. Nobody comes close to his story times. Nobody comes close to his messaging. And I've have interviewed hundreds of like gay artists on my platform, and none of them come close to what Lil Nas X have produced on his video. Like he have his videos are on point. Just like the last video he did, give me a second. The holiday, give me a second. The holiday video he did, that video got over 130 million views. So it is, and that video came out like about 4 months ago. But some people were saying, like, oh my gosh, he's on his way to hell. He should be doing this. What is this guy doing? And some people were saying, this don't have no place in hip hop. And I said it does have a place in hip hop. You know what I'm saying? It's great. It's good for the culture. So I don't see the issue with it. A lot of people were just talking about him bad, talking about he only Nas I know is Nas. I don't know no Lil Nas X. You know, you get those people that was really in there, being shady towards him. But like I said, I enjoyed the video. Now I will open up the phone lines to see what y'all got to say about the video. What do y'all think about the video? Do y'all think it was a great video? Do y'all think it was dope? Let me know in the comments. And then I open up the phone lines for those that want to call in and speak about it. Give me a second. All right. All right. Let's do this really quickly. Okay. They said the number of views to do it. Y'all let it be known in the comments. Hold up. All right, give me a second. All right, there we go. All right, we're gonna open up the phone lines 646-716-8447. And I want to hear what y'all got to say. Call in real quick. A couple of calls real quick. I enjoyed the video. It's great in hip hop. I think it's beating out the
your show now. Press 1 to hear important.
Your show is scheduled to start in 20 seconds.
Nas definitely don't have videos this creative. Who else? 50 Cent don't have videos this creative, so he's really letting a lot of these rappers know. Like,
your show will go live in 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1.
Like, y'all don't have videos this creative.
Blog Talk Radio.
Letting it be known. Like, these rappers, when Will Smith was out there rapping, he had videos out this creative. The videos that Lil Nas X definitely is doing that. When Nas doing child, Nas is boring. I don't even know why Nas is even getting the credit that he's getting. I guess because women want to smash him or sleep with him. But when the last time you seen a Nas record on #1 on hip hop? I'll wait. When the last time you seen a Nas record #1 on the Billboard charts? I'll wait. When the last time you seen Nas with a #1 record? When the last time? Now, with the whole thing with Lil Nas X, he had a #1 record, beat out Mariah Carey record, okay, for the most weeks #1. But when the last time you seen Nas #1 on the charts? I'll wait. I don't like Nas records. I don't understand his records. It's trash. Just like the whole thing about Beyonce. Everybody be talking about, oh, Queen Beyonce. Beyonce is this. Beyonce is that. But when the last time she had a #1 record on Billboard? Okay? Like, when the last time? It doesn't matter. Don't do Nas like that. I'm not doing Nas like that. They said Nas is a lyrical genius. We know the industry. Don't really like talent. Lil Nas X is not hip hop. Boy, excuse me, but he had a #1 record. Okay? Now, we do got the phone lines open up if you want to call in and you can kind of school me on Nas. But I've never seen a brother on number one, and he in number one. It doesn't matter if his lyrical beast. Are y'all going buying his records? Give me a second. Hold up. It's not about is he does real good with the lyrics. I'm saying, are you going to the store, going on Apple or Spotify or Pandora or Amazon, and you're purchasing his music? I'll wait. All you Nas fans, y'all talking about, oh, his lyrics is just everything right. When the last time you purchased a record from Nas? Okay, Lil Nas X is the future. Nas can sit down. Lil Nas X is the future. I don't care how mad you get. Okay, Lil Nas X is the future of hip hop. He is the king of hip hop right now. And I don't care what nobody say. The man is the king of hip hop right now. Nobody is really touching him with the visuals, with the sound, and everything like that. And we do have the phone lines open up. I guess the Nas fans, I guess they don't know how to use no phone, but it's okay. But one thing about Lil Nas X, I'm happy for it. The whole lap dance, the video, I give you credit. Yes, Lil Nas X, you did that. Get on that stripper pole and you let it be known. Okay, I don't know what's going on with these Lil Nas X. These Nas fans, they mad. I don't know why they mad, child. Ain't my fault that he ain't up there hitting up the charts. Okay. All right. Have the audacity to let him win a Grammy. Child. Okay. Now we got a lot of Lil Nas X people in the chat. So we shout out to the Lil Nas X people that's in the chat. Okay. This is not rap, it's rap, it's hip hop. Tell me that you want it. Okay. What's the problem? That's real. That is real hip hop. What's the problem? All right, let's go to the phone lines. 8997, call you on air.
You are so wrong, Wiley. You are trolling tonight. Why you do that? You know better.
When the last time you seen Nas on the charts?
First of all,
let me see his video.
Wait, hold on.
Okay, go ahead.
Hold on. First of all, you can't put Lil Nas X and Nas in the same category. You just can't. Nas, old school Nas, will annihilate this little boy. Let me tell you something. I'm a lot older.
I'm just telling you, Nas' last video got 400,000 views compared to Lil Nas X video got 100 million views. I'm just saying. His recent
but hold on. You got to go back to the art. You got to go back to the music. When Nas came out with Either and this Jay-Z and called him a taboho, that was epic. That was just lyrical G. Then the great Lauryn Hill, If I Rule the World, imagine that. It's just the poeticness behind his music.
That was years
it's just
ago,
a different
man.
genre.
We're going back all the way back to the 90s. Tell me something current that Nas is doing.
What I'm saying is he is iconic. Nas is iconic. You just cannot compare views. This little guy here, Lil Nas X, is just up and coming. He had one hit and then he comes out with this demonic video. I can't get with that. But I recognize his talent. He is very talented. He's a very nice young man. But that video was just too much for me. But the lyrical G, and then Nas is he works for the community. He's extremely smart. And if you look him up, he's very rich. He knows how to invest his money. So he's not a washed up has-been. And then Nas, I'm trying to tell you, Nas is fine, baby. If I could ever get in the room with him, I swear I'm going to marry him.
I'm just looking at his previous video. EPMD got 401,000 views on YouTube. And I'm going to Lil Nas X video. His new video got 6.2 million. So obviously the people disagree with your assessment.
But I mean, they can disagree because I am my own person. But as a person that grew up in that era, see, I'm an 80s baby, you know, and I grew up in that era, and Nas was the man. So I mean, to me, he just cannot. You can't compare Lil Nas X to Nas. He just has his name. His name should be. It's like he's paying homage to Nas with his name. So I mean, but anyway, that's just my 2 cents. You know, I love you, Wiley. You always trolling. All right, baby. Have a good night.
All right, now. Bye-bye. All right. And Nas, if you're in the bushes, you know, you're more than welcome to call in and kind of school me on your talent. But right now, I think I think Nas can have a seat because Lil Nas X is doing it right now. 7441, calling you on the air.
Hey. That last caller is 100% correct. You shouldn't really do commentary on rap when you're not well versed on rap, Wiley. This is one of your weak points.
Who gets the most views right now? Lil Nas X dominates in the views.
It's not about views. It's about views.
What is it about?
Presently for the younger. It's about views presently for the new generation. Like you said, Nas been out since the 90s. He came out in the CD and tape era. All his albums are platinum and gold. You see, this stuff you need to know. And he's an iconic figure in the hip hop community. You can't put old school against new school because Nas X doing his own thing. See, you acting manic because Nas gay and you want to get some, but you're not.
I don't want to get nothing. Hold on, Flair. I don't want to get nothing on Lil Nas X, Jamie. I was just on here giving an assessment that his last video, sir, when the last time you streamed some Nas music? Because I'm looking at the views. It's look really low compared to Lil Nas X. I'm just saying.
Nas did an LP last year, and I didn't stream it. I bought it.
Oh, you bought it. Oh, okay, then. So you're one of the 30 that bought it.
But I'm from down south. I'm not a huge East Coast hip hop fan anyway. It's just Nas and Jay-Z are one of the few East Coast icons that you can't help but listen to because they so big and we in the same age group. See, you 10 years younger than me, Wiley. So I'm 40, you 30. So there's a decade gap in between that. And again, you part of the LGBT community and you excited. That whole video was demonic and sick. And in here, y'all gonna lift up y'all eyes. You twerking on Satan? You want to twerk on Satan?
No. Listen, we don't even know how Satan looks. So first and foremost, I just think that is art that he's given. Okay, it's his right to.
Wiley, you grew up in the church, man. You know better. I grew up
in the church, but we don't even know how he looked. Let's be crystal clear. He's just on there getting the girls to talk, getting the people to talk, and stuff like that, and it's actually working. If Nas will actually play up to that, maybe when people will invest into Nas music and he don't have to be out here investing in tech startup companies, he can actually make his money in rap. He ain't got to be worried about doing other investments. But I see why he had to do other investments because he ain't making no money like that in rap compared like Lil Nas X. I think he's better.
He filthy rich. You only make $100 off YouTube. You've been on YouTube 10 years and you ain't cracked 20,000 subscribers yet. That's pitiful. How you gonna hate on the black brother? All you want to do is catfish people.
I was just giving my opinion.
You know what I'm saying? You meeting up with Rico, get HIV, and play like you straight.
Listen, I'm just giving my opinion, sir. You don't have to like it.
Yeah.
But did you watch the video?
Your opinion sucks.
Did you watch Lil Nas X video?
Yeah, I cut it off when he was putting his butcher hole on Satan. I almost threw up my lunch.
Why you always throw up your lunch, child? It's art. It is art. So why you go over there, click over there, and watch it? Why?
It's AIDS. That's AIDS waiting to happen, and y'all polluting the young generation with this bullshit.
Well, I thank you so much for calling in. And shout out to you supporting Nas, and let's just see if he beat out the record right now. Let's just see, is he gonna beat out these views with Lil Nas X? Let's just see.
That's why you think you can't sit still in your chair. Your booty hole hurting.
No, I have a chair that goes side to side like that. But well, we thank you so very much, sir, for calling in.
All right.
Thank you. Bye-bye. He was triggered. Anonymous, you live on the air.
Wiley.
Yes.
I agree with the caller, the last caller. He was so funny. Reggie.
Go ahead, caller. I don't know what's the problem. I'm giving y'all facts here. That Lil Nas X get more views than Nas. It's facts are facts.
You know, but what he said, I agree because the part where this generation, you know, that's all they do is like buy views and all of that. But when it comes to Nas, he was back in the day, so of course he's not going to probably get as many views as Lil Nas X. So that's what I say about that. But I did watch the video and I kind of saw his concept of why.
Did you watch the video?
He did the video?
Okay, can you speak up in the
Yes,
phone? What did you think about the video?
I think they were very creative. I saw deeper, like the concept. I think he was, like you said earlier, I think he was trying to play on that people always are down talking the LGBT community, and he was just trying to basically say that, you know.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Anything else? Hello?
Yeah. I was talking to my son. But that's what basically he was saying, but I think that the concept was different. And I can see why some church people and Christians are upset about it, because it's kind of like playing on some things that happen in the Bible.
Oh, all right. Well, we thank you so very much for calling in. Okay. We got some callers that are calling in. Thank you, caller. We're going to go to the next caller. 8465, caller, you're on the air.
Hey, what's going on with you, man?
Not much. How you doing?
I'm doing all right, man. I'm just gonna keep it real with you. I think there's a huge generational. I'm from that old school. You know what I'm saying? I grew up on Pac. I grew up on Nas. I grew up on Jay-Z. You know what I'm saying? And to compare these two, it will never happen. Now they're trying to go by views and all that. They didn't have views back then. They was going by album sales. They was going by singles. We're in a whole new information age. So there's nothing really to compare. What they doing now is something off the charts and they into a whole nother realm that, you know, personally I'm not with. And, you know, I don't think anybody, you know, they can feel however they want to about, you know what I'm saying, the LGBT movement and all that stuff. But personally to me, I wasn't feeling the video. Ain't no way in hell I'm gonna turn around and condone something where you gonna leave heaven and run down the hill and fuck on them. You know, I'm sorry, excuse my language, but that's just really just my personal opinion. It ain't got nothing to do about, you know, sexual orientation.
But did you watch the video? Did you watch it? Was you triggered? What did it do to you when you see the video?
Like I said, it didn't do nothing to me. It was just something that it's just like it made me aware, like, you know what, man, like personally to me, it's not something that I would want the kids to watch, to be around and stuff like that, or any of the kids to emulate and stuff, because this isn't something that we believe in. You know, Now, if you know what I'm saying, it has nothing to do with the fact that you might be, you know what I'm saying, you gay or you not gay or whatever. This is just a fact of morality. And I personally don't believe that should be something that be put out. If you want to be gay, cool, that's on you, homie. Do what you got to do. But, you know, for you to turn around and you want to jump in from the realms of heaven and slide down a pole and end up on Satan's lap and do what you want to do, that's not with it, man. That's not cool. But then again, that's your choice. That's your prerogative. That's what you want to do. But, you know, taking that aspect and what he's doing and comparing it to the era that I came from, it'll never happen. It'll never be the same. We two different people.
But why do you think that Nas don't get so many views as Lil Nas X if he's such a legend? Should he get more views on YouTube?
We're in a different time, though, man. Kids are on the internet on a consistent basis. It's the information age. Back then, you had to fight for you trying to get your CDs, not your CDs, but you trying to get your records, your tapes, then your CDs and everything out. Some of them was coming out of their trunk. You know what I'm saying? They wasn't putting any promotions out there like they are now. Now you can self-promote as much as you want. So there's going to be more views. I mean, for goodness sakes, man. I mean, you know, they got little cats coming up in here, you know, marking themselves up with all kinds of crazy stuff on YouTube, and they getting millions and millions of views. You can't compare the two. They're two different generations, two different ages.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So you wasn't feeling the video at all?
Nah, I'm not feeling it, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I'm not with that. That's not my era. That's not my thing. And that's what he feels like he wants to do. Cool, but I don't get down like that.
I feel you on that. All right. Thank you so much for calling in. All right. The people is calling in. All right. We just tagged Lil Nas X. Let's see if he gonna call in. Oh, call back in. I hung up on somebody. Sorry about that. Anonymous, you live on the air. Hung up on somebody.
Hello.
Hey.
Hey. So this is kind of off topic, but I just wanted to know, how did your vaccine go? Like, are you cool? Are you having any side effects?
Oh, no. I didn't take it because I'm like, I don't want to take it. I'm going to wait.
Yeah, I got scared too.
Yeah, I was like, okay, let me wait until some more people that I know take it to see how they doing. I know Kai from Neighborhood Talk, he took it, but he said he had a lot of soreness. So I'm going to DM him and ask him, like, how is he doing now before I actually, like, take it. Before I take the vaccine, I'm going to wait to see some more people take it.
Because there was another podcaster saying that he woke up with his neck. He was, like, in the bed with neck pains for the first day, and then he started having like neck pains on the left side and the right side. So, and he's been having this for like going on for 4 days. So I was like, nah, I'm cool. But back to Nas X, I just feel like it's demonic. You know what I'm saying? And blasphemous. He has these Nikes coming out that are called Satan Nikes and all this. And he goes from Old Town Road, winning the young kids over. And now he's doing this kind of demonic thing. So, you know, what are we trying to teach here? You know what I'm saying? If it was Nicki or anybody else, even like with Cardi and Meg, they were talking about sexualization and the Grammys and all that. This is kind of like the same thing, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not here for the video. I don't like it. And I'm not here for the way you push TS down our throats, because TS, I mean, I guess it's an opinion, but
what's the wrong with the TS? TS is good. What's the problem? What's the problem?
I just feel like TS is just way too disrespectful to straight women. To me,
I don't think so.
Yeah,
she
very disrespectful in my opinion.
For the stuff that she did. She's good with Tiffany Pollard. Tiffany Pollard is a straight woman, and you know, I don't see the problem.
And then I have a friend that personally knows her. Like, she used to be in Atlanta back in the day on Host Row, and she said T.S. Madison would drive down there in her Benz and say, "Who let the dogs out?" Like, sing, "Who let the dogs out?"
What?
And so she's just, yes, like, calling the other transsexual girls. Yeah.
The reason why
but she's just not a nice person.
The reason why I covered the T.S. Madison Experience show is because I'm paying homage, and also showing respect to people that's out in media, that's doing stuff out there. So it will open up more doors for more people to have shows, right? That was one of the reasons. But I didn't never see her do anything disrespectful other than the whole maxi pad scandal, and then she had to apologize for that. And then the whole thing with Michelle ATL, and then I don't think she ever apologized for that. I just think they just left each other alone. but because they both said some things that was wrong. But other than that, I think Maddie does a great job with her fan base, and most of her people, her employees, are women that are biologically women, and then most of her fans is biologically women. You know what I'm saying? That follow her.
I mean, I can respect your opinion, but I'm not here for her. I watched a couple of the episodes because you demanded it. I was like, nah, I'm not gonna be watching this. I can't. I mean, I just can't support her. No, I support you, but I cannot support her.
It's a good show because her mother is on there. You get the spiel of someone raising a transgender woman, and this is her mother having those conversations. I think it would be good for people that never heard of transgender women or never even had that conversation. Even it will help little girls and little boys that are growing up that have these thoughts that they think was born in the wrong body. It also will help people that is transitioning and other mothers too, will help them to have these conversations, not to be nasty to their children. So that's what I think the show helps in so many ways. But I'm sorry, you said you stopped watching the show? I'm trying to say, you said you used to watch.
Yeah, because I feel like they're displaying. It's like I feel like it's lightweight coonery for European people, and so then you have the Euros. They're walking around girlfriend and all that stuff. I just can't get down with it. I mean, each to its own opinion. I'm not going to dispute anybody's opinion. I'm just saying, for me, Nas X is going to be a no, and T.S. Madison is an extra no. So I'm gonna let you get on to the next caller, Wiley.
Well, we thank you so very much for calling in. Thank you, caller.
Thanks.
Bye-bye.
Alrighty. Goodbye.
Okay. All right. We got a lot of callers. We're gonna get to everybody. Okay. 2010, caller on air.
Hello.
Hey, welcome to the Wiley Show.
Hey. So would you consider Whitney Houston and Michael Jackson legends, right?
Absolutely. Whitney Houston, Michael Jackson. Yeah, I consider them legends. Yes, and I love me some Whitney Houston before she did the crack,
okay. So if you look up their video on YouTube, they have less views than a lot of the younger artists today. Does that make them like less of an artist?
Well, no, but I'm speaking of. I never said it made Nas less of artist. I just said Nas can have a seat because Lil Nas X is doing it right now.
But you can't tell a legend to have a seat. Come on. You can't tell a legend to have a seat. If Whitney Houston was alive and she came to visit you, you'd be like, all right, have a seat, Whitney. Ariana Grande is in the room. Come on now.
Okay, well, I hear you, but like I said, when it comes to Lil Nas X, I just think that Nas should be doing more in views if he's such a legend. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, in my humble opinion, because he's still alive. Those legends that you named, they gone to glory.
Lil Nas X, he has all those views because the video is drawing a lot of attention, not because he's actually talented.
Okay, what do you have to say about the video? Did you like it? Did it trigger you?
It was just bizarre. Like, I'm not even religious, and I felt like it was just demonic. Like him sliding down the pole, him twerking on the devil. Like, really? Like, I just don't get it. I don't get it. The denim hair with the denim outfit, and then he had the red braids looking like a bootleg Lil Mo. It just he just doesn't. I like that Old Town Road song, but all that other stuff he's put out is just trash.
Oh, okay. Well, we thank you so very much to give your opinion. But like I said, I enjoyed the video. I just think he did it. It was a great song, and I was bobbing to it a little bit. I'm going to add it to my workout playlist. But other than that, you're not a fan of Lil Nas X.
No, I just feel like the kids these days, and I say kids like the younger millennials, I just feel like y'all don't care about the quality of the music. Y'all just care about the visuals. Okay. Like if the visuals are on point and the music's trash, which most of it is nowadays, y'all consider that a success. And that's the problem. That's why all these mediocre people are in the music industry these days. I mean, you just need to have the visuals down and you're fine.
And we thank you so much for calling in. And you kept it real. All right. Okay. And Nas, if you're in the building, you can hit the link and we'll bring you on. Okay. 9582, caller, you on air.
Hello?
Hello.
Hi.
Can you speak up in the phone? Because I can't hardly hear you.
Hello, how you doing?
All right.
Can I ask you a question?
Okay. We speak about the subject, but go ahead.
Have you ever stick your fingers in your ass?
Okay. We go on to the next person. 8339, caller, you on the air. 8339.
Hello, can you
You're
hear
live
me?
on the air.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
I'm here. Okay, Wiley, you are trolling us tonight. You know you're trolling. You know you're trolling, Wiley. You know Lil Nas X is not better than the real Nas. You know they're not even in the same lane. There is no comparison, Wiley. You know that.
That's my opinion.
There's no comparison. You messing with us tonight. You trying to trigger us and get us all riled up. And it's working. It's working because we're burning in these comments. We're burning in these comments. First of all, Lil Nas X has no talent at all. It's almost like he just dropped out of the sky. Where did he even come from? He can't rap. He can't sing. I mean, he might be able to hold a rhythm, but that's about it. The man has no talent at all. Hello?
Yeah, I'm hearing you. You say he have no talent, but did you watch his new video?
Do you think he's a great rap? Do you think he's a great rapper?
Oh, I think he's an awesome rapper. He's actually in the top 5 with Nas, Lil Wayne, Jay-Z, Biggie.
Bob, Wiley, I'm done. I'm done. You trolling us tonight. You are trolling us. I got to go on that note. Next caller.
What's the problem? Okay, let's go. Anonymous, you live on the air.
Hello.
Hey.
Hi. I just wanted to educate you on Nasir Jones. Okay. Nas is considered one of the best lyricists of all time. Okay. All right. And I don't know if you are aware, he just won a Grammy. Were you aware of that?
I did. He did win a Grammy, yes. I think this
just won a Grammy for his most recent record, his most recent album, actually. And in addition to that, Nas has been in the game for 30 years. Were you aware of that?
Yes, he's been in the game for a long time. Yes, ma'am.
Almost 30 years. And then finally, were you aware that his first album, Illmatic, was recently inducted into the U.S. Library of Congress?
Well, that's good that he got all that, but I'm just saying why he don't get all the views today. Where's his fans at? You've been in the game for 3 decades. For 3 decades, you should have a lot of fans. Where they at? Because I looked at his recent video on YouTube. It's very low views compared to Lil Nas X. Can you explain why is it so low? And the views didn't even reach a million views.
And I can explain that. And I think a lot of the other callers explain that as well. We're in a different time. We're in a different generation where, YouTube is a more current thing. Okay. So YouTube wasn't around in the 90s. It wasn't around even, in the late 90s, or I don't know how long YouTube has been around. I don't even think it was around in 2000. So the reason why some of the more current, more recent artists have more views is because YouTube is a more recent invention. It's a more recent a more recent platform for artists to be heard. And so just like the other caller mentioned, some of the greatest, Whitney Houston, Michael Jackson, even Tupac Shakur, they don't have as many views as some of these more mediocre artists. because their music didn't come out at the more recently. Does that make sense?
I hear you, but I'm like, where's the fans? You've been in the game for 3 decades. You got all these fans. Why are they not following you and clicking on your video? You know what I'm saying? Because
the video doesn't see the thing. I think you're really caught up in how many views these artists have on YouTube. What matters is the longevity. Now, when Lil Nas X has been around for another 10 years, when his music is inducted into the the U.S. Library of Congress, I haven't heard anybody call in support of Lil Nas X over Nas. Am I mistaken?
No. But did you watch the video with Lil Nas X video? Did it trigger you? What did you have to say about the video? I'm gonna see.
The video was disturbing, just like all most of the other callers have mentioned. I think we're in a time where the overt sexual, perversion, and I'm not talking about people's gender identity or their, what they choose sexually. I'm talking about the overt perversion. Why is it that people, these artists have to talk about sex so openly, just like T.S. Madison? I wanted to get into her show, but when I started to notice, talking about, sexual activity so openly and the perversion, we're in a time where the artists of today, and I think the culture, it's too focused, or there's too much acceptance of this perversion. And Lil Nas's video was really inappropriate. And I think that also, I'm glad, it brings another point. Nas doesn't have to resort to extreme visuals and extreme content because he relies on his talent. Real artists, they can rely on their talent.
That same energy with Cardi B and Megan when they were speaking about WAP? Do we have that same energy for them? What's the difference of Lil Nas X
same energy
exploring his
same? I don't like Cardi B or Megan. They're not talented. When all you have to talk about is your sexual organs and sexual activity, that speaks to the lack of actual talent. You know what I'm saying? Lauryn Hill never had to resort to that, and she just went diamond. She only put out one mainstream album, The Miseducation of Lauryn Hill, which all rappers really acknowledge Lauryn Hill. She doesn't get the credit that she deserves, but people who know real hip hop, we recognize the real talents, the real legends. See, that's the difference between a Lil Nas X and a Nas. It's legends, it's real talent, it's real lyricism. It's will people still be listening to Lil Nas X 30, 50, 60 years from now? I doubt it. So I just wanted to, kind of call in and give you some background on Nas. I mean, he's legendary. And I do think you're kind of being funny when you're, trying to say that Lil Nas X
is here. So I think Nas, could you don't take a break right now. Have a seat, bow down to the new kid in town.
Well, Nas is very unproblematic. You know that Nas and Lil Nas X did a song together. Were you aware of that?
It did, but
they have a song together.
But let's be clear, Lil Nas X visual is the best in hip hop. Even with Jay-Z, can't even come up too close to it. Maybe Kanye, but not even Drake. Lil Nas got the best visuals in hip hop today. I gotta give it to him.
Who cares about the visual when the message is not good? It's contrary to really where I think we're trying to go as a society. I mean, specifically as Black people, aren't we trying to uplift and move and push our people forward as a culture and as a society? How does Lil Nas X's video and his visuals? Yeah, it was. He had the visuals, but what kind of message? Where's the message in the music? That's what we need to be focusing on. There's too many things going on in this world and in society for us to get caught up in things that don't matter. We don't care about the visuals and how shiny and bright it looked and all of that. We need to focus on the message and what are we doing to uplift our people and one another as a society. That's what Nas. I think you should take the time to go and listen to Nas's discography, and you'll see that he's very, very intelligent. His music is very, he has political messages, spiritual messages, well-rounded. So I think that, just to the point of all the other people that I've heard that have called in that agree with me, we need to really, we need to do better in terms of who it is that we put on a pedestal and uplift. I'm not taking anything away from Lil Nas X. He's in a different generation, but at the same time, let's say, for example, while you had young children, would you really want them watching that video if you had young children?
No, because it's adult content, so it's not even for the kids. You know what I'm saying?
But it's still being put out there where kids can consume it and they can't watch.
I explain it to them and say, hey, it is what it is, because they're gonna find out about it anyway, because it's a different time. If you have access to the internet as well as your friends, we'll sit down and we'll talk about it. But what I want them watching to know, if they do watch it, we just have a conversation about it, because at the end of the day,
I think that proves the point. You wouldn't want your kids watching it, which means that in your spirit, that there's something that is not
adult, because it's adult content.
It.
It's for adults. It's not for children. You know what I mean?
But it's still, again, it's still being put out there where children can watch it. And I agree that, kids can access all kinds of things. However, when you have a platform, where you have a voice, where you have the ability to reach massive amounts of people, if you have any kind of foundation in yourself as a person, any real character, I think that you would take that responsibility, and you would want to send a message that, again, is more uplifting. It's more, something that is a little bit more acceptable and less evil and demonic, to put it. I mean, how do you explain this whole thing going to hell and you're dancing on the devil and all of that? There's nothing funny about that.
It was a video when it was about the guy, his father was the devil and his mom was the angel. Remember that name of that movie? I forgot the name of that movie. Black people wasn't really trashing that movie. So when I just think people just trashing it because Lil Nas X is gay. I just think, that's what I think. Why people is trashing it, and they're mad because Nas doesn't get that type of respect or the views. No,
I don't think anybody's mad. I mean, I think again, one of the callers was really going real left and bringing up AIDS and stuff like that is associated strictly with gay men, which it's not. We've learned that that's not the case. That was a stereotype from way back in the day. But I don't think people are mad in this and that. I think that we just want to make sure that legends are respected as such, and that we don't get it. I mean, you're the one that kind of opened the door by even comparing these two artists, and you've been, talking down about a legendary rapper who, again, is one of the best lyricists ever to hold a microphone. Thank you so
much for calling in, sister. You kept it real.
Thank you.
All right,
take care. God bless.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay. Anonymous, you live on the air. Anonymous, you live on the air. Hello.
Hello.
Yes.
Hi, Wally.
Hey.
Hey. You got the streets going tonight. You got the streets going tonight.
I just gave my opinion. What's the problem? I don't know what's the issue. I just gave my opinion.
Wally, you don't believe your own opinion. Stop it. Stop it, Wally. Even though you don't believe that Lil Nas X is better than Nas,
I listen to more of Lil Nas X music than Nas music. I'm gonna be honest with you, but I'm gonna listen to some Nas music tonight. Let me download some of his music right now. Go ahead.
That's because of the current era that we're in right now. So if he's what's popping, that's what you currently listening to. But come on now, you know good and well, Lil Nas X is not better than Nas. Just piggybacking off of what the last caller said, she made a lot of sense. Lil Nas X is not hip hop, Ali, at all. He came out trying to be country, and then he went satanic. He is more so like a Marilyn Manson type of thing. He is absolutely not hip hop. That video was disgusting. him thrusting and pumping on the devil coming from heaven, going to hell. He made a mockery of Christianity, the whole Baptist church. He made a mockery of everything. Had it been another religion he mocked and made a mockery of, it would be going crazy right now in the street. Lil Nas X, that video, that song, that video, he talking about cocaine, drinking, and all the other type of stuff. That video and that song is way worse than WAP. The type of attention, the media attention that WAP got, I want to see if this song gets that same type of attention. That video was disgusting. And it's pushing an agenda. And I think you like it because he's gay and you want to see the gay man win.
It was a great video. It could have been. It was the twerking for me. Because if the women can twerk, they WAP. He can twerk his Badissi. What's the problem? If the woman can twerk, they WAP. He can twerk his Badissi.
It's the agenda for me. It's the agenda. My thing is if you gay, be gay. You understand? But this agenda and this movement that they're trying to push on people, it's the agenda for me. And the fact that he is able to even make that type of video, I really want to see how the streets buzz and how much negative press he gets behind this video, because they ate WAP up, okay? From a political standpoint to all type of everybody on YouTube. But the same people that were saying negative stuff about WAP is praising Lil Nas X for whatever reason. And for me, it's 10 times worse than WAP. 10 times worse than WAP, okay? And for like some of the people when they talking about Cardi and the WAP and all that other type of stuff, we're not gonna act like there was not an Uncle Luke, okay, that fought for us to be able to say what the heck we want to say, right? So we're not gonna act like there was no Uncle Luke talking nasty. We're not gonna act like there was no Lil Kim. We're not gonna act like there was no Trina talking nasty on records. So what Cardi talk about, what Meg talk about, or what Nicki talk about is stuff that has already been talked about before on record. It's no different. However, back to Lil Nas X, this is disgusting, and I do not support it. He is not hip hop, okay? He is more so like Marilyn Manson. Like I said, he's on some satanic stuff. He went
at
country
number two.
to
I want to tell you, he's trending at number 2 with 6.7 million views on that recent video that he did release, Call Me By Your Name. And Nas' recent video, which was released a month ago, got, let's see, I think 400,000 views. Give me a second. I want to make sure we get it.
But I don't care what Lil Nas is currently doing, because again, it's an agenda though, Wiley. It's an agenda.
What's that? Everybody keeps saying agenda. It's just the style. It's art.
And so he's going to push those type of numbers. It don't matter if he talk about I'm sitting in my drawers, waiting on my balls. It don't matter what the heck he say. It's an agenda, because when he came in, he was supposedly straight. And then he came out the closet, and then it came out that he was a Nicky Bar.
My thing is just people, it's just his art. What agenda? Okay, is it an agenda when people singing about they WAP and shaking their butt? Is that an agenda as well?
Wiley, people been talking about WAP forever.
Okay, this is something new. So what's the issue? What's the issue when a man want to shake his butt and women can shake their butt, so a man can shake their butt too? I just think that is unfair.
Ain't no man been busting it open on the pole for Satan, okay?
But you just never.
You want to call that hip hop?
It's hip hop. It is good. It's a bop for me. I'm even dancing to it right now without the music not even playing. Okay. But I feel you. I feel your opinion.
You supporting your LGBT brother, and I feel you. But you know good and fucking well that there's not no hip hop. All right, Wiley.
All right, thank you. Okay. Thank you. This is hip. We got a lot of calls. We're gonna get to y'all all, so don't hang up callers. We're gonna get to each one of y'all. Because I missed the show yesterday, so we're gonna take all the callers. 6268 caller, you on the air.
Yes, Wiley.
Yes,
you gotta stop.
Talk about it.
Let me tell you why. It was already explained with the beautiful Tasha K interview with Auntie, that lady that's called Auntie, about the views being paid for. When Lil Nas broke the barrier and got into country songs, The Confederate flag hated him so much, they made that boy in a demonic demon and sold his soul for $1 bill. There's nothing about Lil Nas that's hip hop. There's nothing about hip hop that's Carly B also. These are people pushed to destroy the society, and that's the bottom line, Wiley. They pay for these views. This is the Illuminati for real. The Illuminati does exist. They want to pollute the society. So they push Cardi B. They push Megan. They push Lil Nas. Every little child in the world almost was singing Lil Nas' song. So they had to destroy him. They had to destroy him, and they took him down. Nothing that child do is hip-hop. He is not hip-hop. And please, you talking about the great Nas along with Lil Nas? No. You don't do that. Because Lil Nas music is not hip-hop. It's pop music, that demonic music that they sing with them demonic drums that the Caucasian kids sing. That kind of demonic stuff. Woo, woo, woo. That's what he's doing. Polluting the world.
All right. Well, we thank you so very much for calling in.
Oh, and know that when he broke the barrier, they wanted to destroy him. He had every little child singing his song. Okay? And let me talk about T.S. Madison, my beautiful baby T.S. Madison. I did not like the way the lady was talking about T.S. Madison's show. Okay? Because let me tell you something. Miss Mary is teaching people how to treat. That's my God, baby. I got to get off. Teaching people how to treat transgenders, and I love her for that.
Yes.
And T.S. Madison, thank you, Wally. Mm-hmm. My baby is acting up. My grandbaby.
All right, thank you. Okay. Okay, now. Call me when it want it. Call me when it wait it. Call me when it want it. Call me when it need it. Let's go. And we reached out to Nas. If you want to call in, we more than welcome. I think it should be a Nas and Lil Nas X in a versus battle. 9852, caller, you on the air.
Hi, Wiley.
Hi.
Hey, this is my first time calling in, and I'm listening to all the discussion going on with Nas and Lil Nas X. Lil Nas X is not better than Nas. I'm gonna say that first and foremost. But they act like all the stuff is new. Like we grew up off of Salt and Pepper, Little Kim, Foxy Brown. They were all about sex. This is not new. These kids are doing the same thing we grew up watching. They're doing the same thing, just that it's on YouTube now. Everybody acts like they're so disgusted, but this has been going on for years. So I just think everybody need to grow up and just deal with it. They're not doing anything new. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh. I hear you.
So I just don't know why they act so surprised. It's just annoying to me. Nothing about this is new. But that's all I wanted to say.
Okay. So you're saying that we look at the views. Nas got very low views on YouTube compared to Lil Nas X. So the views doesn't matter?
Mm-hmm. Well, not with Nas, they don't. Because like they said, he's old school. So you can't compare old school to new school. Like Nas, he's a legend, and Lil Nas X, he's like a newer. He just getting started. So give him time. But all I'm saying is I don't really see nothing wrong with his work. The boundaries has been pushed since the 90s. We're just, keeping up the pace now. And I don't see nothing wrong with Lil Nas X, with what he's doing or his video. He basically telling everybody that I'm gay and they said I'm going to hell. So I make the video showing them that I can be happy in hell as well. That it doesn't matter to him, So I respect
just think,
that.
Honestly, I'm looking at it as an A&R rep. Okay, or PR marketing genius. How do you get the people talking about heaven and hell? That gets people talking because it's so much with it, right? You get the believers, you get the non-believers. And I think it's very strategic of him to do that because it got us talking. This is what would have made Nas popping if he would, think creatively to get the girls talking. Obviously, Lil Nas X know how to get the people talking, and I'm here for it, okay? I was here for it when he was dancing on it, putting it all in his face. I was here for it all. the same way I was here for when Cardi B was
yes,
dripping
he's creative.
with
I give him that. He's creative.
Yeah,
Yes,
it's just
I
the
agree.
creative thing. I don't think he was doing that because he against it. It's just creatively to make it hot. I really like when Cardi B is creative when she talk about WAP and when she talk about Up and his stuff. It's the same thing.
But he's not better than Nas.
Okay, he's not better than Nas. We're gonna have to
You gotta-
reach out
you
to
gotta listen to
Nas.
Nas music,
If
you gotta go
Nas
back,
and Lil
you gotta
Nas X
listen
have
to
a
it,
battle in 10 years, you think Nas will win? Okay.
Yes, exactly. Yes. just like like Eminem, he's a legend too. Eminem will like smash him. Like it's no comparison. It's no comparison. I'm just saying you can't put him against a legend. He's a legend. Okay. But all I'm saying is I see nothing wrong with Lil Nas X. This agenda has been pushed since the 90s when I was growing up watching Salt and Pepper, Lil' Kim, Foxy Brown. They all promoted sex. Well, they think they learned it from, you know? It's nothing new.
Nothing new.
Watch them. Nothing new.
Okay.
So,
what else
yeah.
you had to say? That was the only subject you want to speak about? Did you want to speak about the T.S. Madison situation, the talk? Did you have anything
Oh,
to
no,
say
I
about
don't
that?
know nothing about T.S. Madison. Like,
Oh, okay. I thought you, okay. All right. Well, we thank you so much, very much for watching the show. And tell Lil Nas X to come on the Wiley Show. We would love to talk to him.
All right, I'm out.
Okay, bye-bye. All right. We need all the producers to reach out to Lil Nas X and tell him to come on the Wiley Show. Okay? 9459, caller, you're on the air. 9459, you're live on the air.
Hello?
Hey.
Hey, how you doing tonight?
I'm doing good.
Look, yeah, and I'm gonna just piggyback off the last callers. If you want to like go to Nas's catalog, like you should look at Stillmatic. He literally made a song in reverse. Like, so the beginning is the end and the end is the beginning. Lil Nas X could never do nothing like that. Like, Nas's first CD got 4 stars. I'm not sure if you're familiar with the source, but it's like a guide to hip hop.
Yes.
And rarely do first albums get 4 stars. Nas got that. Lil Nas X will never get that. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, I understand why Lil Nas X is doing it. He's doing this for likes and views. He's not doing it for substance. You know what I mean? Like, you could listen to Nas' album in 10, 20 years, and it'll be relevant to what's going on then. Compared to Lil Nas X, when you listen to him in 2-3 years, you be like, oh, this over. You think what I'm saying? Like, he's like Stevie Wonder, where Lil Nas X would just be like, wow, I can't even think of like a
ain't nobody checking out the source. Maybe the source is played out. When the last time somebody checked out the source? Do people even check out the?
Look,
nobody check out the source no more.
See, you still missing the point of the substance of what Nas is saying. You have to listen to his album. You can't just hear it. Like I said, you're gonna hear Lil Nas X's song for a little bit, but it's not gonna mean nothing in a year. It's not gonna mean nothing. Like, where you could go to Nas's albums, any of them, and pull something up, you'd be like, damn, that's still relevant to this day. I can feel what he's saying. Like, you ain't gonna get that from Lil Nas X in a year. What was that one country song he had out?
Old Town Road. That was a song, and it broke records.
Is that the shit though? Is that the shit?
It broke, but yes, it broke recorks. Nas didn't break no records like that. Let's just be crystal clear.
You sure? He did. He kind of did on Nostradamus.
Not on no number one. Not in no number one Billboard charts. Like, no, he didn't.
And you got to understand, it's different then. Like, they didn't have the internet. Like, if Nas had the internet back then, Lil Nas wouldn't be a factor. You wouldn't even know who he was at all. If Nas was right now, where Lil, you know what I'm saying? You understand what I'm saying? Like, if Nas X and Lil Nas X came out at the same time, Lil Nas X would not be a factor at all.
We always say that, even with Nicki Minaj. If Nicki Minaj was in the era of
okay, well, I tell you what you do. Go and listen to Nas's first CD, and then go and listen to Lil Nas X first CD. and tell me which one is better, like substance wise. I mean, I'm sorry.
But I love the fact that you put it in there. But what do you have to say about Lil Nas X video? Because it is beaming up the charts right now. Everybody is talking about it.
I haven't. I kind of seen it like a YouTube thing, but I didn't watch it. I didn't know it was stuff. But even still, he's doing that to get attention. He ain't doing that to change people's mentality. He's just doing that because he about to fall off. Really, this is last ditch. You know what I'm saying? He going for his last hope. That's why I got to do something so outrageous. If he was really about music, he could do it with a black screen and a T-shirt, right? He don't have to go all obvious and out there. You know what I'm saying? Like he being flamboyant.
Just like they say, Nas and MC Hammer existed at the same time. Both was hugely popular. And they used to talk about MC Hammer that he wasn't a real artist, that he wasn't real hip hop. Do you remember that?
But who they talking about now? I mean, to this day, like if you say, "Hey man, who you gonna put on, Nas or Hammer?" Everybody gonna say Nas, right?
No, I like MC Hammer.
And Nas got money. And Nas got money right now. He richer than Hammer right now. So life ain't attract me to some marathon. So Nas really winning in the end, even over Lil Nas.
Okay, so what you said is you didn't check out the Lil Nas X video?
Nah, because I know it's about he just trying to get likes. Like you said, it's the #1 trending thing. That's what it's not about substance anymore. It's what shocks people or make people talk like, oh, did you see that? It ain't really about, man, did you hear what he was saying? Did you see how he was trying to change our mentality? He trying to shock you and show that so you can show it to other people. You know what I'm saying? It's no substance. It's just fat. You know, you ain't really getting no nutrition out of it. You just getting fat, like Cheetos. But an apple is better. Maybe that's the way I should put it. Well, you know what I'm saying? Like you can eat the junk food and the junk food good, but an apple is better for you. That's what Nas is. Nas is the apple, and Lil Nas X is the Cheetos. I'm just saying, right? It looks good. The Cheetos look good. You want them, but the apple is better for you, right?
Okay, well, I feel you. I feel you, bro. I feel you. I'm about to eat me some Cheetos. You keep talking about Cheetos.
Just say it.
Okay. Well, we thank you so much for
calling.
calling.
But listen to Nas' second album, man. Listen to Nas' second album. I would recommend that one.
All right, I'm going to listen to it. Okay, man. Thank you so much for
and
calling.
Still matters.
Okay, thank you so much for calling in. Okay. Oh, wow. Let's go to the next caller. 8742, calling you on air. 8742. Hello. 8742. All right. We'll put you on mute because you didn't say nothing. All right. Let's go to Anonymous. You live on air.
Wiley.
Hey.
Hey, Wiley.
Hey.
I just want it's all about preference.
It's all about the what now? You breaking up. I can't hardly hear you.
It's all about preference.
Preference, okay.
Preference. You gay, right?
I like both.
Okay, so you're bi.
Yes, but go ahead, sister. Go. What you want to say about it?
So you bi.
Right, but it ain't even about him dancing. It's just a good record. He's beating down Nas right now. Nas fans have a seat. It's a new Nas in town, and he's out doing it. It is what it is.
Hey, listen. Nas, when Nas was out, we had to stand in line, go to Target to buy CDs. You don't do that now, right?
No, you can get it from your home now. It's one click away.
Thank you. You just answered your own question. That's why.
Okay.
That's why.
Okay.
That is why.
You said that is why. All right. But so who?
I'm really trying not to go off on you.
Why you want to go off on me over my opinion? We're talking about music. Go ahead.
Mute me and come back.
Okay, I'm mute you and come back. Okay. Okay. Okay, she said mute and come back. Why these Lil Nas X people was triggered? I mean, these Nas fans triggered. Anonymous, you live on the air.
Hello.
Hey.
Hey, Wiley, this the Hollywood model.
Hello. What you got to say about it? Lil Nas
Okay,
X
let me
video,
turn it
did you
down.
like
Let me turn it down.
Okay.
Wiley, first of all, I don't appreciate that lady for asking you where you gay. That's none of her business. It's none of nobody's business. When you gay straight, it don't make a difference. She needs to worry about it because her man got a job or her daughter got married with 5 kids. Okay, worry about that, black people. Anyway. But anywho, this is a Hollywood model. I'm the Puma bitch. Oh, I can't curse. I'm sorry. Well, I just looked at Nas X music and it was amazing. I'm not into that, of course not. But I hate when people try to diss people because they know nothing about it. And I loved it. And he was not turking and doing nothing that anybody else in the industry wants to do. So he's amazing. Anyway, my real story was about Carry On. Finally got in contact with Carry On. We're going on a date this weekend. We're going Dutch, Wiley, and I'm going to tell you all about it. I'm not going to send no videos because I really like him. And I hope he ain't real judge.
Hold up. So you going to go on with Carry On and you ain't going to show me no proof? You got to show me proof.
I told you that 2 weeks ago I was going to get in contact with him.
Okay, well, you got to show me proof. Hello? Hello? Hold on. Hello? Is she still here? Hello? Anonymous? Hello? All right, we got to bring you back on, sister. Anonymous? Hello? Anonymous?
Hey, Wally, that last caller was who? She was from Lil Nas X and talked about she going on a date. Carry On. Lord help her. Okay, she's off her leg. But anyway, listen, Lil Nas X is compared to Tekashi 6ix9ine. That's about all the comparison he would give to Tekashi 6ix9ine. He is not better than Nas. It's actually disrespectful to hear you even compare Nas the Great with a Lil Nas X that is a puppetry of this fucking current society and is being pushed with this whole agenda. So, yeah, lose me with that, Wally. Stop the trolling. Stop the trolling.
Well, I can't even turn the last time I listened to a Nas record. So it's really not trolling. I'm just giving my
opinion. You ain't listening to a Nas record in 10 years. I don't care if you listen to Nas since you was 5 years old. At the end of the day, Lil Nas X will never be Nasir. Ever compare, ever match up to, ever anything. Go pull Nas songs, records. They are hits upon hits. Okay, he is legendary. Lil Nas X is just for the moment. Okay, he went from Old Town Road to popping his behind on the devil. Okay.
Okay, what do you have to say about the video? What do you have to say about the video?
He's 6ix9ine of whatever genre of music he desires. Because he want to be country, he want to be satanic. I don't know what genre of music he is. I really don't even know what genre of music he's in, but he is definitely not hip hop.
So that's what you
definitely not.
Okay, but
no, that's not what I think. That's what it is.
Okay. I feel you.
There's nothing about his music that is hip hop.
Okay, but when you saw, what was going through your mind when you seen the video of Lil Nas X? Did something go through your mind that you liked the video, dislike it?
No, I didn't like the video. I thought the video was sick and twisted. I really thought the video was sick, twisted, and demonic. You don't go from heaven to hell. Like, I know that's stuff that people say, okay, you do stuff bad, you're going to go to hell. But to actually emulate it and then you bouncing and prancing on the freaking devil. Like, I get it, okay, it's a video, but I mean, it's just, the message that he's doing and the way that he's doing it. And yeah, people can't, you know, he can't be responsible for people's kids, but we're not gonna act like there are not kids that's gonna be watching this. Okay, he can't be responsible for that. We know that, but I mean, come on now, like, no, he's not hip hop, and whatever it is that he's pushing, he's doing a good job at it. Whoever, Naughty or whoever, whatever he's doing, whoever is backing him, he's doing a good job at pushing that agenda for them. Because it ain't no way you go from country to being Satan.
It's just art, you know what I'm saying? It's getting the people talking.
You don't go from family music, I'm gonna take my horse and all time goes. You got the family, all the kids, everybody singing it, right till I can't no more. And then you around here bouncing on Satan.
So you didn't like it?
No. How many times I gotta tell you that? HELL, no. That video need to go back to hell where it came from. They need to go back to hell where it came out. It came from him and the devil pouncing and twerking on each other. Okay?
Okay. Well, we thank you.
That's it.
So much. If Nas is in the building, you can hit the link and we'll bring him on the show. But yeah, thank you so very much for calling in, sister. You feel that way, but like I said, Lil Nas
and he's
X
not hip hop, so stop it.
Okay.
Peace out.
All right, peace out. Let's go to the last four. 2812, 2812, 2812. Hello, this is like it's an overseas caller. 2812, you live on the air. Hello. All right, they hung up. Let's go to this one. Anonymous, you live on the air.
Hey, what's up, Wiley?
Hey.
It's me again. My little friend had got me off the phone because he's over here doing lines. But there's nothing wrong with. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Okay. Anyway, first of all, everybody's talking about Nas X. Everybody in their life know that Nas and Lil Nas X is not in the same category. It's sick, but let this little black boy do his thing. Stop hating. And what that kid's doing, what their mama doing, shit. But anyway, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about carry on in this date. Okay, I got in contact with him.
Okay.
And we're gonna go to the Beverly Center this weekend.
Okay.
So
all right. Well, just
we're
show
gonna
us
go
proof for that. And
because
everything.
you know I got money. Why?
Okay.
Because you know I need
Hold
to see that
on.
Puma
We talking
stuff.
about Lil Nas X. So what do you have to say about the video? Because we got to close. We'll revisit
I've
that.
seen the video. I thought the video was cute. I think he was cute. I think it was creative. And it's an artist. He's an artist. And everybody talking about demonic shit. The demons are up in their fucking house.
Okay, we don't do the cussing because there's too much cussing. All right.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm a Hollywood model. I'm sorry.
All right.
But the demons are up in their house.
Okay. All right. Well,
So
we think.
all the women talking all that stuff, they're mad they man don't like them no more because they got saggy boobs and loose booties and they don't look good anymore. And they probably like Lil Nas X. But I'm not going to be about that because I'm all about everybody. I'm a straight female. So, but I don't care what nobody do. If my son be gay, that's his problem. And he has to deal with that. And I'm going to love him regardless. And there's nothing wrong with that.
Okay.
So we're not going to do that narrative.
Thank you so
That's what
very
we're
much.
not going to do.
I'm going to go to the next caller. Thank you. Okay. All right. Okay. Who else I'm going to go to? I'm going to go to this caller. Last four, 2812. You live on air.
Hello.
Hey.
Hi, Wiley. I'm calling you from the Netherlands. I'm calling from Holland.
Yes.
And I just wanted to put my little 2 cents in.
Okay.
When you compare Lil Nas, to me, it's kind of like comparing new money to old money.
Okay.
You have a lot of people with new money, whether it's rappers or NBA players. They flash their money, they flash the diamonds, they flash the leased cars, they flash the suits. But people with real money, you know, like old money, they sit back and watch as the flashy people and keep getting the views and because eventually that gets old and the money wears, it's gone. But your old money sits back with money still in their pocket and wisdom. So that's how I compared those two.
Okay. I feel you on that. Thank you so very much in that point. But what do you have to say about the Lil Nas X video? How did it make you feel?
Now,
did it trigger you?
Well, now, as soon as I hang up, I'm going to watch it. I got to watch it. I didn't heard all the hype, and so I am going to watch it.
Okay. And if we still on, I want you to call back, give me your opinion. I want to hear it.
Okay. Sounds good to me.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
All right. Bye-bye. Okay. 5840, Carly on the air.
Hey, so I just want to say the video was okay, but to me, I found it like it was cheap. Like the clothing was cheap.
Oh, it was some cheap draws. Baby, them some Target draws he had on.
Yeah, it was cheap. But I'm saying if you're going to do it and you're going to try to make this statement, you should go all out. And furthermore, was Mercedes from P Valley not available to teach you a sexual way to come down a stripper pole? Like, I mean, it was just cheap to me. No offense to him.
It's a lot of conversation with this video, though. I'm here for it. And he deserves to have a right to do music the way he want to do music. Just like Cardi B deserves to do music the way she want to do music. So I don't think a problem. They keep saying agenda. It's an agenda. It's a video, whether you like it or don't like it.
Yeah, it's true. But, twerking on the devil. And then, like, at the end of the day, was he a devil at the end when he snapped the devil head, snapped, and put the horn on his head?
But
so he became the devil?
I have no idea. Maybe it wasn't with the devil. Maybe it was because he's so hot and he's the flyest or something like that. Did you send him a message, tell him to come on the Wiley Show?
I don't follow these people. I'm not going to lie to you. I was watching my radio earlier today, and she was streaming it. So I get my stuff from you guys. I don't support these people. These people ain't supporting me. And while I'm sick of you deeming T.S. Madison an icon. I did not deem her. She is not an icon. Can you please stop? Okay. I don't know if you're saying it by mistake. She's not.
I would say she's
icon.
Legendary.
I mean, well, I deemed the Wiley Show legendary, so a legend can deem someone. So if you want to deem her a legend, you can, but I don't see it.
You don't see the icon status.
A legend could deem. I don't see it. There's no shade. I stopped watching the show. I only watched the first one. I'm not going to lie to you. But I am here for your reviews. I mean, I can't understand, like, her mother is still living. Her mother's trying to teach the world or the mothers or the families, how to treat, transsex, whatever it is,
transgender.
Whatever. I don't even know anymore. Transgender community. But I just think it's fake. It's just fake to me.
Okay.
The whole concept of the T.S. Madison experience is fake to me. And there's no shade. It's like and with Oliver and her it's just fake. It's not coming off as like genuine to me. So I don't know. Because she's another one that would do anything to be on the TV screen, which she is now. So you want to know, did she sell her soul? Because they keep saying it's agenda and all this. I don't know what's going on, but I hope no one don't get sacrificed.
Okay.
But yeah.
We thank you so very much for calling in and giving your side of the story when it comes to this video. The number is 616.
But before I hang up, do you think she's going to continue? Do you think she's going to get another episode and another season and another season?
I was into it, and I'm hearing it is doing really well in the ratings, so I think she should get it back. I think she should get a full.
But if I'm not
show.
mistaken, I think she said she signed up for 2 seasons. If I'm not mistaken, I probably understood what she said, but I think she did sign up for 2 seasons. But I want to know after the 2, would you think it would be continued?
I think so too.
personally
Because
don't.
I guess if we able to get off like with the whole thing wearing masks and not being around and can't travel, if she can travel, then I think it will be a show because that's when you get more entertainment once you get out the house, once you can really travel and all that good stuff. Because like right now we
And I heard you mention. And I heard you mention today, Tiffany. Is Tiffany on there now? Tiffany, like I said, I don't watch it. So
yeah, Tiffany's
is she on there now?
She's on the show, and they get her. You know, they be on there on Skype or their FaceTime or something like that.
That was the beginning. Cut it out, Wiley. That was the first episode.
They're still doing.
Is she on there now?
And she's still doing that. But tomorrow, I mean, the next episode, you will actually see Tiffany in the same room with T.S. Madison because you know this was the COVID. The whole quarantine and stuff.
Okay,
like that.
so the next episode, because I don't watch it, but I want you to tell your audience who were the best dressed, who was fashion statement. I want you to go into details because I'm not watching it, and I want to see. Maybe if you describe like the fashion, maybe it would enlighten me to watch again. But like break it down, what the girls got on.
Okay, well, really. It really wasn't given like fashion because she's just in the house.
Because they're not fashionistas. I know.
Right. It's not only that. It ain't just in the house.
It was shade. It was shade. They're not fashionistas. I don't see it, never did see it, and good night.
Okay.
Bye, darling.
Okay. Let's go. Anonymous, you live on the air. Anonymous?
Hello.
Hey.
What's the ratings on that show, Wiley?
You said what now?
On the what's the ratings on T.S. Madison show? You be playing.
It's doing real good in the ratings. They're doing really good. I don't know like all the details, but from what I'm hearing, doing really good. She's always trending around the world on Twitter. Just doing really good. But did you watch the show or no?
Yeah, I watched the show. The only thing I like about the show really is TT and Oliver.
Yes, I like Chi, Oliver, Miss Mary is my favorite on the show. And Miss Mary is my favorite. I love Miss Mary.
Yeah, I like the topics that Miss Mary talk about, but other than that, I like TT and Oliver. Without TT and Oliver, I don't think it'll be a show.
But I hate, one episode they tried it where they said Dr. Martin Luther King childhood home was Oliver House. I said, y'all tried. He do not stay on Dr. Martin Luther King childhood home. Y'all tried that. But what do you have to say about the Lil Nas X video? Did that trigger you?
I think he sold his soul.
Oh.
I think he sold his soul, and I'm really gonna be praying for that little boy because I think after they get finished using him, they're gonna do him like they did R. Kelly and everybody else.
Oh wow! So you say you think he sold his soul? Okay.
Yes, I think he did, and I think once they get finished using him, they're gonna do him like they did R. Kelly, Bill Cosby, and everybody else.
Really?
Yes, I really do.
Well, we thank you so very much for calling in.
All right, thank you. Bye.
All right. Woo-wee. Let's see this last call on here. 8742. 8742. 8742. Okay, I guess they done. 1687. 1687.
Yeah.
Hey, you live on the show.
Oh, hell yeah. All right, so that woman said he sold his soul.
Okay, that's what you think?
Yeah. I mean, I'm just gonna tell everybody in chat and you, I'm a redneck from Georgia. I mean, I'm not Christian, I'm not whatever, but still, from where I come from, I mean, Jesus didn't criminalize people that stood at his table. Okay. It don't matter if you're gay, straight. It don't matter. You know, the way I see that video, I look at it like, okay, he's representing himself. Yeah. We all represent ourselves.
Yes.
That's what matters.
Yes.
That's what matters. That's what matters. You know, it don't matter to make society happy. I don't care to make you happy. I don't care to make anybody else happy. As long as I'm right with myself, yes. As long as people are right with themselves, it don't mean nothing. You know, to anybody else, it don't mean nothing. You know, be right with yourself. It don't matter what you do. If you want to dance on the devil's dick, I'm sorry the words, but if you want to do that, do what you want to do. What you do, make yourself happy. That's the way life is. As long as you're right with yourself, that's what matters first. Then you got to get right with whatever your relationship with God or everybody else is with. Get right with yourself first. If you're not right with yourself, you can't build a relationship with nobody else.
All right. We thank you so very much for giving your opinion. Thank you, brother.
All right.
All right now. Okay, we down to 2 more callers and we're done. Anonymous, you live on the air. Hello.
Oh, I love the video.
Did you watch it? Okay.
Yeah, that video is amazing. I really love the video. It's just crazy how so many people are talking.
Okay. Can you speak up? It sound like you muffled. Hello? Okay. 8742, call you on the air.
Every time I call.
8742? All right, I think that's it. We're done with the phone calls. All right. Thank you all so very much.
Thank you for using Blog Talk Radio. Goodbye.
Definitely leave a comment in the video how y'all really feel. Thank you so very much. The number, thank you everybody that called in. If you want to be notified when we go live, I'm going to put that information on the screen. You can be added to the text list. Okay, we got 100 people on the text list right now. So if you want to join us, if you can text The Wiley Show, one word, do not have any space, The Wiley Show, to 833-760-1691. And you get an automatic message. That's when you know you did it right. Again, text The Wiley Show to 833-760-1691. Again, The Wiley Show to 833-760-1691. I want to say thank y'all. Shout out to all the producers and the moderators. And we'll be back live tomorrow. Y'all have a wonderful, wonderful day. Peace.